first question that is being asked is what would be the percentage of marks to apply for MBA program? I guess it's 3.0 GPA or above.
Yeah, 3.0 and higher. The higher the better, because also this might help you guys be waived from the GMAT or the GRE. So sometimes we have students that just graduated from their bachelor's program. Obviously, they don't have experience, but the higher the GPA, the better, so they can be waived from the GMAT or the GRE. That's one less test for them to take.
Okay. The next question is work mandatory to apply for the MBA program?
What do you mean is work?
Work experience, sorry.
So obviously work experience is going to help you guys, be waived from the GMAT or the GR. There's certain things you don't need to have work experience. You can just enter right away, or you can have a certain, not many years. There's certain programs that require 2, there's some that are 3, and there's some that are 5 in order for you to be accepted. But like I said, we accept everybody without work experience as well.
Related to this is, can internship be counted for work experience, part-time experience?
Yes. So internships do count for work experience. Obviously, people do work internships for about a year, 2 years, depending on what their task is and whatnot. But yes, internships for 3 months, 6 months, and things like that do be considered as work experience.
Perfect. So the next question, which is basically about profile of the students. Okay, it is very clear that a 15 years of, okay, Karen just asked that 15 years schooling is not accepted means, it means 12 plus 3 years of education, right, Karen? So anything 12 plus 3 is not accepted. You need 16 years of education to apply for the master's or for the MBA program.
Correct.
Okay. Important is about WEST evaluation. Is WEST evaluation mandatory or is it not required?
Is what required? I'm sorry?
It's course by course WEST evaluation required for getting admission, or is it required or not required?
Not required.
Not required. Okay. Yeah. So now the deadlines, basically you have mentioned it, but what about the application processing time? Once the application is completed, the documents are submitted, how much time it takes to process?
So it takes 2 to 3 weeks for a whole file to be completed. Once everything is completed, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. The program director tells me yes or no. No, because maybe you're missing something. Sometimes I need more transcripts, more this, more that. But once they tell me yes, then that's when I begin your I-20 process. So 2 to 3 weeks. But when it's closer to the cutoff, obviously that's when it may take a little while, because that's when more students are, applying and the workload becomes a little more heavy. So if it's early during the time, 2 to 3 weeks, and if it's closer to, the cutoff date, it takes about 4 to 5 weeks for them to tell me yes or no.
Okay. When the student joins the program, is he allowed to work doing the program 20 hours per week on campus, off campus? What is it?
On campus, yes. On campus, part-time, 20 hours. We have jobs anywhere from our research lab, anywhere from on campus. I have about, like I said, 30 dining retail stores. Pretty much all my international students do work on campus. Obviously, it's an extra income for you guys. So 20 hours tops.
Okay. And if the question was related to OPT, a STEM program, OPT is for 3 years, and a non-STEM program, OPT is for 1 year. That means after the program, you're allowed to work for 3 years, and for STEM program, and after the program, you're allowed to work for 1 year for non-STEM program.
Correct. So for business analytics, cybersecurity, and information systems management, it's 3 years of OPT. The only STEM program that I really have is business analytics, which is 16 months. And then my other master's and MBA programs are only 1 year of OPT.
So the duration of the program ranges from basically 12 months to 24 months.
So anywhere from 10 months, like international real estate is 10 months, which is the least duration. And the most is 20 months, which is my professional MBA flex. But that, I said, those are just 1 year OPT, 1 year of OPT, but business analytics is 16 months, and that's 3 years of OPT.
Okay. If the student has low academics, but has work experience of 2 years or more, can the GRE or GMAT be waived?
Yes. So once you guys turn all that in for me, I can always also begin you guys So I told students, if you guys have any issues wanting to know about your GPA or wanting to know if you're going to be waived from the GMAT, students do send me their stuff prior. And then I submit it to the program director. I asked them before you guys do the application, is the student going to be waived or not? Just to let you guys know, so then you guys can start studying for the tests and whatnot, because then that's like another task that you guys need to be completed.
Right.
So
We call them pre-application process. So in this pre-application process, how much time do you take to reply to the student query?
I'm really quick. I try to do anything within like 48 hours. I send it to the program directors if I have any questions and things like that. We do work closely together, all of us, so they kind of help me just so I can, let my international students know, because you guys have more of a task to perform than versus my domestic students here. So I try to help my international students a little more out.
Perfect. In terms of age, how is there an age limit to apply for an MBA program, or can anyone apply?
Anyone can apply at any age. Usually our master's programs in the United States, we do our master's either late in our 20s or in our 30s or 40s. Our masters are more into a specialized field, and that's what I tell people. I mean, you could do from your bachelor's to your master's, but what we like to do here is we like to get our experience. So we do our bachelor's, gain 3-5 years of experience, and then we get our master's, because now we know where we want to focus it in what field and things like that. So at any age, we accept anything. We welcome everyone.
Perfect. So Karen, that answers your doubt. Any max study group, as long as you have a work experience to substantiate this, any student can apply.
Correct.
Perfect. You also mentioned basically about the career opportunities, the career placement guidance that you have, which is helping students to get jobs. Can you just tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes, so we host every year career fairs, which also shows you guys how companies do come and they go looking for students to see. We've had a lot of success for our students to collect sponsorship, and that's obviously the goal for you guys. There's about 1,400 multinational corporations that are located from Miami all the way to Fort Lauderdale, which is like a 40-minute drive from here. But they come looking for students right off college, right after you graduated, to provide you guys financial support and things like that. So we do host career fairs. Also, I tell you guys to, once you guys start to be very involved in that office, which is the office career building, it allows you to also to seek internships. So you guys can get exposure and things like that. Obviously, the more experience, the better. The more people you know, the better. Someone is willing to hire you, the better. That's the goal for you guys, and that's what we're here to help for you guys. Perfect.
What was also important is basically you mentioned about the accommodation, the tuition deposit, that $300 the student have to pay. Yes. So how much time limit do you have any time period within which the student has to pay this $300 deposit? So
depending on the program that you're in, there's obviously some programs more popular than others. If it's over max, sometimes the first program to go for me is business analytics. Then it's cybersecurity, and then it's information systems management. I tell people, once you get the green light, yes, to allow a week and then put a deposit, because everyone is trying to get into that program. And then it's like a wait list. So if somebody doesn't pay within 2 weeks of max, then I mean, it allows another student to be waitlisted to join it. So I tell my students a week max to think about it, to make sure that this is what they want to do, and then to put a deposit down for a week.
Before I forget, very important part, can I know the application fee if a student applies directly?
So the application fee, they do it directly. They're going to have to pay $30 of a fee, but since you guys are part of our agents and we do a lot of things, it's a fee waived. So once your student has applied, I would need to know their Panther ID, which is something that you're going to use during your whole duration of the student of your school. Once I have that Panther ID, I can put in the file waived from the $30, which is the application fee and things like that. But so everything is, yeah.
So that's breaking news. That
yes,
anybody who wants to apply can apply through Education Abroad Counseling Center, and you can get an application fee waiver. Breaking news.
Yes, and then it's also benefits for you guys to join with under the company just because it allows me to communicate with them one-on-one just in case I'm missing something. They're allowed, to do a faster communication. So this is what we want you guys to do. is to apply
Okay,
to
I get it. Okay. So just the duration of the program for Masters in Information System.
Yes, that one it is. Give me a moment. Sometimes things change. For the information systems program, it is 12 months.
Okay.
And after that, you're 3 years of OPT.
Perfect. So 12 months, and then it's a STEM program. So students are eligible for 3 years of OPT. 3 years of OPT means students after the program are allowed to stay back for 3 years and find job. They can work for 3 years. And if the company sponsors, they can, by lottery system, they will be eligible for H1 visa as well. Right?
Correct, yes.
Perfect. Something that everybody wants basically to understand is basically, Florida International being a ranked university, AACSB accredited ranked university, offering GRE, GMAT waiver based on profile, offering 1 year to basically maximum 2 years of program. All those things basically that USP that Florida International University have. How can basically an international student get connected with some of the international students who are already studying in Florida International University so that they get the confidence of applying, they get the confidence of joining in? Do you have any such thing available?
You know what, because of COVID, there was a lot of regulations, but I can always ask Stacy and our other assistant director. Maybe we have a program for that. So I'm not 100%. You can always email me and I will let you know the answer. But I do have also students who ask that. And they have either colleagues or friends from their university that went over there and they're here now already, and they talk, and it's like a whole little community. But I can always ask them to see if you guys can have a one-on-one with them so you guys can feel more comfortable with the school, letting you guys know how we interact with our students and things like that. So I can always ask Stacy for that.
Perfect. Now, one more question is your fees ranges from $30,000 to $60,000. That's the total cost of the program. Now,
yes.
How is your online program cost?
Okay. So my online programs are somewhat of the same amount. The only thing is what differentiates from everything is like the funding for the DCF, which is your I-20. For example, let's say for my business analytics, it's $45,000, the program, but you need to show to the DCF that you have around $76,000. And this can be from your bank account, this can be from a sponsor. Obviously, I know certain countries do student loans or bank loans and things like that. You just need to show that you have all these fundings. For information systems, say it is around 34,000, and you need to show to the DCF 73,000. That's the only pretty much difference as to how much the program is and what you need to present yourself in your DCF, your I-20. So then you guys could be approved and whatnot. My online programs are kind of the same range, except you just don't need to show anything to the DCF because it's only online.
Okay. So if there are corporates, if there are people who are at management level, who are busy at work and who wants to do this program, so what are the few selling points that you would tell about the online program?
So the online program, obviously, it's the same thing that you would do in class. It is taught by the same faculty. We are ranked really high in our education. Since I work full time, I also do online for my master's. It just benefits me in a way that I can have lenient more time versus you going to class every day. There are some master's programs that we do have on campus that allows our work experience students to either go at nighttime to class or go to the weekend or just attend one Saturday out of the whole month. We also do have classes like that to benefit people if they want to do in person, but online, you just benefit it in so many ways. It allows you to have ample time for a week versus every day. Like I said, there's less students on there, so you can have also one-on-one with your professors and your colleagues as well. And everyone in online just knows how busy and time people are. So at least we're considerate in the fact of that.
Okay. Just trying to understand a little bit more on online. MBA is done because of the case studies, presentations, projects, and most important, networking. So how is this going to play a role in our online program?
So being with this, you're still part of FIU. Your professors are literally people who are either well-known in corporates. We do have teachers who have their own business or who are working as a top-level executive administration position. We do also send you guys for career fairs. We do have also online stuff. We do have also companies who work with our online students to show them about career fairs, to show them how to do mock interviews, just as if you were doing it if you were in person at FIU. So don't think of it as you're losing any benefits just doing online or in person. We still provide the same services for you guys online as well.
Perfect. So remember, there is an application fee waiver. If you want to apply to Education Abroad Counseling Center, do get to us and we will be helping you with your application process, admission and visa. Thank you very much, Shirley, for answering all those straight questions and helping us to understand more about FIU, why we should apply and what is it for us.
Perfect. If you guys need anything, just let your counselor know, and they always can reach out to me. Okay. Good luck to you guys. Make sure that you guys want to come here. FIU is a really, really good school, and we hope to see you guys all here.
Okay, Karen, just I'll take your query. Online students are not eligible for OPT, so they cannot get a OPT. They can get placement assistance, as Shirley told. So Shirley, can you tell a little bit on the online students, how they can get jobs?
So just like how you would apply for any job out here, obviously we do require, it's not that we require, but it's online students, like how say, like she probably thinks that you know OPT or nothing here, but you can always apply online through, we have a whole website of corporations and things like that are always hiring. So you could apply to that, and you already have your master's, your degree, so you'll be perfectly fine with that as well. Like I said, the goal is for you guys to get a work visa and things like that, and that's what we're here to help you guys in.
Thank you, Shirley. You have a good weekend, and again, thank you for answering all the straight questions. I loved it. Thank you very much.
No problem. Have a lovely day and good luck to everybody.
Bye. Take care.